Somehow, this is something that I'm trying to think of. Like, how is Kanka gonna do some amazing stuff? And with the hero that they have, that Medusa gets like 2/3 items and just snowball. Venge Medusa, don't get me wrong, one of the strongest combination in the game, where Vengeful Spirit can stack multiple camps at a time. With the terror, with the attack, you can stack 3 camps if you're good at it, and then Medusa just clears it up. But they also have some nice heroes to take the stacks away from EXTREMUM.
It really is going to come down in large part to EXTREMUM kind of barricading their jungle areas, right? Defending with Clockwork, defending with Kunkka. They've got some decent ways to choke point fight, get themselves on these ramps and in these jungle entrances. Try and make sure that the stacks that you're mentioning Venge will be making can be taken by the Medusa. But the big question here is going to be, how do they handle Limp's Timbersaw? He's playing mid, and it looks like it will be Kunkka mid against him, which is not a great lane to begin with. And then you've got the snowball effect from Bloodseeker, Timbersaw, giving space to Nikobaby's Void. It does feel like a classic Alliance draft with signature heroes. EXTREMUM, let's hope they've done their homework and they've got something up their sleeve, because this might be a rough road for them in game 1 of this best of 3.
We cast some of their games during the qualifiers. I was really not impressed the way EXTREMUM played. They managed to win only 1 series, and they qualified some like wonky drafts. Overall, not really impressed the way they are moving around the map. Not the team that tends to play from behind, knows how to make a comeback move. But having Medusa and Vengeful Spirit, like, if you don't have anything else prepared against a strong team like Alliance, this is something to go for. It's not what we call cheese, but still, it's something that you can pull off. They're not prepared for it. Medusa just flash farms Venge, a lot of trouble on the bottom.
Yeah, they very nearly just kill off G immediately. Hanskin is the one to grab the bounty rune, so it looks like 3 go the way of Alliance. But I can feel what you're saying. If you don't have any kind of cheesy strat, something stable, right? Something that can work, and the stats will say that this combination of Venge Medusa is always going to be strong no matter what. It's easy to execute. Just need to get a couple of items up on Nefrit. And I think the games that we did see from EXTREMUM during the qualifiers, it often felt like when G was on a hero like Ogre or like Venge, and they were able just to follow G around, and he's the one that scouts people out, start team fights, they can do very well.
He had an amazing Ogre game where he just popped off. He was maxing out Ignite and the Fire Blast, having 1 point in Bloodlust. He had Ether Lance, cast range on level 10. Like, he was all over the becoming more popular. We've seen some mid Snapfires in the qualifiers. We see it as position 4 or 5, sometimes even position 3. It was the first big Clockwork. I don't think Clockwork's gonna have a good game considering the heroes he's playing against the Timbersaw. Faceless can just time walk. Earth Spirit kick him out. Rubik with telekinesis, so it doesn't seem like a dream Clockwork game.
It really doesn't. And Bloodseeker is ready to Medusa down bottom tier 1 because Hanskin has dragged that wave back. Lots of creep manipulation going on, both of the side lanes. With G battling up against Hanskin, thinking about going for it, but it is the first blood in the mid lane, where Limp finds the solo kill on the Kunkka. I mean, we knew that one was going to be rough, but less than 2 minutes in, Lacoste already taken a kill.
Well, kind of expected, but, Timbersaw not even having a point in Timber Chain, no whirling that, something that we see, an extra point when they're playing against the melee strength hero. But he put some extra points in reactive armor. Like, I don't see this Timbersaw, if he gets, like, a hood, like, he's good to go. The damage is pretty static. They need to bring 4 or 5 heroes to actually bring this Timbersaw down. He's off to a very good start. Clockwork, yeah, that's gonna be a kill.
Yeah, they do find F and G. Nice little cookie into the battery assault. EXTREMUM at least striking back there. But I guess that is FNG's job up in this top lane. You're keeping Nikobaby safe and sound. Make sure he doesn't burn through too much of his regen. Tank up as much of that quick aggression as you can.
That's his job. Die, bring some extra healing salves, some tangos to your safe laner. Veller, he'll pull another wave. They understand that you know, they need to have a lane in a good spot for them to play aggressive, and this way Snapfire is also getting some solo XP, being level 3. A good thing about this lane is even if you use Time Walk or Telekinesis, there's a cookie to follow him up. Where's the bash?
Oh, Nikobaby wanted it so bad. Level 2 in that bash, but doesn't get one. And quick peek back into that mid lane where Timbersaw 21 and 9 CS. Kunkka at 9-0. He does have boots now up on Melojul though, so at least some way to try and get a bit of distance away from Limp. But that's a level 5 Timbersaw with Soul Ring boots, and he's just diving tower.
If you check his items on Kunkka, Quelling Blade, Brown Boots, and the Circlet, you know something's wrong. You know, this is not your typical mid build. You know you're in a lot of trouble.
Does he die here? Limp is going for it. Doesn't have the chain though. Like you said, he's gone this 2-0-3 build. But he forces the Kunkka away from creep wave. He's tanking tower, getting reactive stacks. Limp is having a glorious laning stage so far.
Illusion Rune, that's actually the worst one Timbersaw can pick up. Not much you can do with it. Can't even stack the camps. It's the 4-minute mark. Kunkka trying to get a bottle. I mean, he might just bail and try to go in jungle, make stuff happen. I've seen also Kunkka's play behind the tier 1 and tier 2 tower when he's playing against the Timbersaw. That was an option for him to do, but he needed to do that a bit earlier instead of just trying to play against the Timbersaw in the lane. So yeah,
they're chasing Medusa down bottom. Nefrit in trouble here with a Bloodright landing after the roll, but it looks like with no continuation alliance, just chipping away at her regen. Now, two Wraith bands, got some salve and stuff on G as well.
Not threatening the kill on Medusa whenever Venge is around. Top lane.
They are trying again onto FNG. And there's the combo. Snapfire plus Clockwork gets straight on top of the Rubik. And now they can go back for the bounty runes. Looks like 2 will be grabbed south by Hansken, then Velior can go to the northern ones.
I'm waiting for it, Gary. Say it. FNG is doing his job.
He is doing his job. Oh, look at Limp. He's come back to top tier 2, found the Kunkka who's been stacking waves, and poor Melojul, what is he now? Level 4 on the Kunkka, 5.5 minutes in.
He should have done that way earlier, or not to try to do it right now, or just be in the jungle at the moment. Because Limp can be, you know, at every point of the map with the Timbersaw. He has enough mana sustain with Arcane Boots and Soul Ring to kill the creep wave easily. Valor also trying to make
look at the Clockwork. No. Actually, Hansken's found the Kunkka. Yeah, Clockwork's gone dragging waves for the Kunkka, but the Kunkka can't come and collect them. Kunkka's been found, and Hansken's zoning him out completely. Man, it must feel so bad to be this Kunkka right now. Can't go jungle, can't cut wave, can't go into lane. Doesn't have a home. And this also, you know, creates more problems, right? With Clockwork leaving top lane to try and save Kunkka, you're leaving this Snapfire top lane isolated, and they do go for the telekinesis top. Oh, is Limp going for the Kunkka again? Melojul, he's trying to run back. Malik top, getting chased, but will be fine. But you take one of those pieces, one of those cogs out of the machinery. Wait, is Limp still going for this? Limp, you absolute wild animal. Diving tier 3s, 6.5 minutes in. Come here, Kunkka. There is a point in X marks, as well as a potential torrent. But the rest of Extremum want nothing to do with this Timbersaw. They want to dodge him.
And while Limp is doing this, there is Hansken on the mid lane, collecting some experience, getting last hits on the Earth Spirit. Bloodseeker, already level 6, so these two need to play together. Otherwise, people are just gonna TP out. As for going for the standard build, Veil to amplify any kind of magical damage that they have. And it works especially well with the Earth Spirit on the team.
They're going on top. Limp is in onto Malik, Grandma down. Nikobaby just jumped forward, and the fact that Clodley can't do anything to remedy these Timbersaw rotations is starting to look pretty devastating for Extremum. Everything now very heavily reliant on G and Nefrit, this Venge and Medusa. That's the win condition, that's how they drafted it. So they've got to know that even if the laning stage goes poorly, it's all about the eggs in the Medusa basket.
Limp, once again, moving around the mid lane. Kunkka still level 5, collecting the stacks.
Go with the Chakram. TP from Velior does come in. And Limp feeling just low enough to back away, doesn't want to commit under the tier 1. They've forced rotations, they've alleviated pressure from the Faceless Void, and that is really the primary game plan here for Alliance. Get Nikobaby online. We'll see that first chrono soon. Level 6 is coming. Malik just trying to contest the little drag across here with a cookie forward. Not quite landing. Velior's going to try with a battery assault inside the cogs. Nikobaby kills off one of them, and 5 seconds until time walk again, so Nikobaby does need to chrono. Now a boat landing on FNG with a burn there. They will find the snipe. Position 5 really down, but here's Limp, the Timber Sword. He wants something. Who's he going to get? Velior's running off to the right. I don't know if they can actually find the kill. Chakram again to slow him down just a touch. But some good moving here from the Clockwork to try and evade Timber Chains, but the bashes from Nikobaby open it up, and Limp shuts the door on the poor little Clockwork.
I mean, the first Chronosphere was not very successful. You want to get a bigger kill, probably kill the offlaner, but Nikobaby already used the time walk and it's only level 2 just to dodge some of the damage, and then EXTREMUM started to play aggressively. Rupture used on the bottom lane, but also they did not achieve anything from that. I think at this point Alliance should be happy how things are going for them, where Timbersaw is just farming, getting that hood that I mentioned, getting the levels. Earth Spirit, how's he doing? Level 4.5, 9 minutes in. He's gonna be the one buying the tome. He needs to be careful, that's a lot of damage.
Oh, the right click follows. That final arrow from the Medusa clears him up. You're right, he did need to be careful there. We'll have his urn soon, buying up that tome when it hits 10 minutes as well. Where's Timbersaw? I just want to follow Limp around. Oh, he's running away.
No stack.
He's losing his courier. Kunkka kills his courier. Now with X mark into the boat. The land, the Mortimer's kisses onto Limp. This is a big kill. Can they finish it off though? Limp is going to try and chain away. The battery assault stops him. In comes the rolling bubble to the pushback from the cogs, but Limp is still up. Finally, the scanner blast clears him out as Kunkka will be the trade back with Magmatize and Nikobaby arriving with a few more hits. They do get the 1-for-1, while Malik Snapfire on the retreat. Another roll from Hanskins available after the kick if he wants to keep on going, but Velior apparently posing enough of a threat. And Nikobaby and FNG don't want to dive tier 1. And a hook shot back. They come in with G and Velior back onto Hanskin. 2 deaths in quick succession for that playmaking Earth Spirit.
And this is some nice aggression coming out from EXTREMUM, where they get 2 big kills. They kill the Timbersaw, who did not have any stacks. He's still vulnerable to magical damage, only cloak. Getting very close to that bit of Defiance. Rupture being used.
Still trying to annoy this bottom lane as S4 pops the veil. Has another Blood Right now, but the Rupture has expired while FNG's arrival into the Blood Right. They'll try to get the telekinesis play, but Velior shifting himself northwards, dodging out from Nikobaby and FNG. And the Tin Man with a battle plan's gonna get chronoed up. Nikobaby shuts it down with a bubble. You lose face. Gets the quick kill, and now they can pressure bottom tier 1.
Alliance is very limited on tower damage, so they need to play around the catapults or just bring in numbers. Nikobaby's cutting things out to see if anyone is in the trees. Top lane, Malik pushing the tower, not very successfully. It's only a Snapfire, no points in Little Shredder. I think getting 1 point in Little Shredder just for the situation like this, it's very valuable. It's -6 armor on the building.
Yeah, it would be great for him there. Get another bit of damage onto that tower. So Limp is alone mid, just shoving into that tier 1, stopping Nefrit from calmly farming, and even threatening a potential kill there. 200 HP left on the Medusa, but of course with mana shield and full mana, he's increasingly tanky. But now we're going to start to see problems of the map for EXTREMUM, right? Alliance will take the bottom tier 1, that bottom Radiant jungle, the mid tier 1. And in the next couple of minutes, the map starts to collapse, and EXTREMUM really are going to have to keep the Medusa right where she is now in that triangle.
Medusa still farming nicely, you know, not to be underestimated. Also, G high level for Vengeful Spirit, level 7. Aura is maxed out, so that's some extra agility and extra attack range for Medusa. no Midas on Medusa this time. It's kind of a standard item these days because her talents are insanely good.
Especially when she is the one and only carry for EXTREMUM, right? She is the be-all and end-all of the draft. As an initiation onto FNG, catches him with the X into boat. EXTREMUM yet again just finding whatever control of the areas of the map they can, but they roll in with the blood right there. They take down Malik, Snapfire's gone.
So this will be the tier 1 tower on the mid lane. Taken by Alliance. There's no way EXTREMUM defends this one. Just needs to find another space to farm on the bottom lane. Kunkka, and he's struggling.
It's under attack.
Oh, really? It's been a hard one. I mean, he's done a good job to kind of catch up where he is now. Almost 5k net worth.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you think about mid Kunkka, when he's playing into Timbersaw, into Morphlings, you want to have a Spirit Vessel. I'll hold that
nice
thought.
Roll in. Up in the Radiant Triangle, Hanskin's found Velior. With the Mortimer's Kisses coming in, the Earth Spirit does have to retreat, and Velior is going to tick down to the Magnetize and limp some rival. Cross kill there as Hanskin didn't quite get to retreat, but with a Rupture and a Chakram, they're focusing the Medusa, speeding away thanks to that Stone Gaze. Faceless Void. Considering it. He does have Chrono here, but he just wants bash. Come on, give me a bash. Where's the bash? One bash, one hit. Thank you very much. And Kunkka. X-Mark, Torrent. Not going to catch anyone there. Miss timing his combo, and there's the Chrono. In with the Mortimer's Kisses. Stolen. FNG lands the smooches onto the Kunkka. The Salty Dog is down, and, well, Clockwork. I don't know where you're planning to be going, but you walk into the middle of 4 Alliance heroes. Up hookshot into kill onto Nikobaby is a good start. Stolen hookshot, though, and FNG will take him down. Turned into scrap metal.
Okay-ish, you know, for EXTREMUM, where they get what they can from this type of situation. Nikobaby was holding on to that time walk and shot. I mean, if I had to choose one player who's playing extremely well right now, that's Valor on this Clockwork. Like, he's doing so much. He's involved in 8 out of 9 kills.
Middle tower is under attack.
I like what Kunkka's doing. I was talking about the Spirit Vessel. It's too late to go for Spirit Vessel in this kind of a game, so he's just getting some extra armor and extra attack speed for Medusa. So they're gonna go all in on one carry. Hanskin, if he gets X-Mark, misses.
Oh, FNG survives there as well. They do capture. Hanskin's down. And there's kills happening all across the map. FNG dies to the rocket flare of Clockwork. Nefrit and Velior with G trying to take control back of this Radiant Triangle.
Thank God it was not me who was controlling the camera, because I only caught one of those kills. Bottom lane, Nikobaby dodging the torrent, but you know.
This game's all over the place, Lacoste. Bottom lane, top lane, jungle, everywhere. Just action non-stop. 23 kills in 16 minutes. An Alliance, yes, with a 3k lead, but I'm starting to feel like EXTREMUM have a pretty decent grasp on this game, and the Medusa is starting to climb. Only 600 net worth behind the Timbersaw now. Timber, Yules with the hood, encroaching into Radiant territory once more.
This is one of the best tier 1 items you can find when you have like a Medusa Storm in the team, or when you're playing against AM, Mango Tree. Just feed mangoes to Medusa.
Middle tower is under attack.
Oh, the one back in the Radiant Fountain, yeah.
Yep.
G is just going to be handling mangoes all game. Speaking of G, FNG and Limp shredding through the Vengeful Spirit, and bottom lane they're finding Kunkka as well. Diving in, Mello tries the TP. Is there anything to cancel? The roll is there, and he's stopped in his tracks. Clockwork retreating upwards, but it's the Kunkka that's the big target at S4 once, while Hanskin switches tacks and goes for the Clockwork now on Velior. Finished off by Nikobaby. So Alliance really showing their strength now, not needing to use Chrono, just getting into this position where they can launch pad back in towards mid lane and towards Roshan.
Medusa still farming on top of net worth. We still didn't see the full strength of Medusa. The most important thing is she didn't die a single time this game, and G is doing a good job just getting some extra stacks for Medusa every single time he can. Snapfire working towards the Aghanim Scepter, so that's going to be another save on top of the swap.
It really is rushing into Aghanims, isn't it? Brown Boots, Brace of Wand, going straight into that Ags. Where is Void now? So he's going for that Midas into Halberd build that we've been seeing a lot of recently. Particularly good this game, right? Single ranged carry on the enemy team. Halberd has supreme value.
Yeah, they don't necessarily need to go and land the chrono because he understands he's playing against the bench, so he might not get the kill that he wants. And instead, he just tanks up, gets some status resistance, gets some tankiness. He understood that, you know, I can still die. And you mentioned the disarm against Medusa mid lane.
They're trying on Hanskin. That hook shot into Cogs. It has trapped him inside, but he turns with a Magnetize. Now the cookie back as Hanskin just battles in with Limp S4 and FNG all arriving. Like Cavalry's here and Alliance are hunting deeper. G is going to get chained forward upon. Chakram and slowed as that Blood Right did connect. Yule's up from Limp. Slows the retreat. And down goes the Vengeful Spirit in a 3-for-1. Earth Spirit, the only casualty of Alliance.
Yeah, they need to bring Medusa. I mean, Medusa is extremely farmed right now, and I feel like they should be taking the fights with Medusa because they don't have enough damage to actually bring 2 or 3 heroes down on side of Alliance.
Oh, you were talking about mango trees. Radiant have one in their fountain, but look just near Medusa. That FNG mango tree there, gonna be given a little bit of vision.
That's a sneaky one.
It's not so often that I see mango trees out of the base or even like placed across the river on the enemy side of the map.
Because he picked it up 16 minutes in, and Alex will take care of that. Like, you're not going to get too much use of that. You're not playing against the AM. Everyone's pretty set on mana 20 minutes in. So just try to get something different. I like how FNG is thinking.
And that is the reason why we don't often see it outside of the base. Just a quick cookie. And it's gone. So Hanskin pops the smoke on the clockwork. 20-minute bounty runes coming soon. Alliance ready here. 5 men strong, wanting to battle as the stolen cookie does catch Clock, but he's already hook-shotted out. Blood Right, therefore, won't land. But Valior's still in trouble. The chase and catch potential here from Alliance with both Roll and Chain. Closing the gap on Clockwork, but Timbersaw's made a little bit of an error there going low ground. Thankfully, Hanskin not going to miss those kicks.
There's still tier 1 tower standing on the top lane. They need to... they should have taken this long before. This is something that I talked about watching EXTREMUM play during the qualifiers, where they're not making the right moves. S4.
Smart. S4 is getting targeted here, but he's tanky with Medallion Veil, 21 charges still, he pops them, turns, battles with a Kunkka who's now in a 1v4. This macro map maneuver from Alliance allowing them to really get into these battles much faster than EXTREMUM ever could believe they could do so, and both G and Melojul dropping there, while Medusa still continues farming.
Dire's middle tower.
And Medusa just arming up, preparing for game 2, I believe. At one point, you have to fight with your own team. Like,
yeah.
She's extremely strong. You have Vengeful to save you, even if you're caught in a bad spot inside the Chronosphere. There's the Aghanim Scepter completed on Snapfire. Medusa, 400 gold away from that Scotty. I think this is their time. They need to make stuff happen because Alliance is just slowly taking control of this game. They don't have the best Roche taking lineup, otherwise they would have been taking the Roche long time ago. It's a Timbersaw, it's a Faceless Void with no Mask of Madness, so that means no sustain.
Radiant are scanning.
Yeah, they're even scanning Roshan, jumping across with Time Walks and the Speedy Bloodseeker, the Timber Chains, the Rolling Boulder. They are able to get on top of targets so very quickly.
EXTREMUM did not take a single tier 1 tower 22 minutes in.
Maybe they can do it now. Put Medusa up on the front lines, everyone gather around Nefrit. Skadi, Manta, 13,500 net worth. Medusa feels in a reasonably good spot right now.
Dire's top tower.
Oh, spitting out a rage creep. The Grandma just gold up a Vul Assassin, spat it into mid to clear the creep wave. First use of the Aghanim's ulti.
You have to test it out, you know, the range, see how it goes. There's the tier 1 tower that we mentioned. Smoke coming on from Alliance. They have all their abilities up. Nikobaby does not have a TP. He's bringing one with the courier right now, but he's not going to be able to connect in the next like 15-20 seconds.
He's trying as quick as he can because the rest of his team are smoked and looking for the move forward. But it's the hook shot start things off. Everything on the Timber Sword, but the Blood Right's good. It will catch out too. The Kunka's in the midst of it all. The self-fuels up as the boat is dodged. In comes Nikobaby now with a 3-man chrono, but the kisses, they're landing still. Grandma stops it now as the Void is left alone in the middle of all of Extremum, spinning forward a clockwork to catch Nikobaby. But S4, he is trying his damnedest to kill off Melojoul, who will finally drop. But the Medusa still stands, and that is the key component here for Alliance to contend with. The rest of Extremum are retreating though. G has nothing left in the tank, and Nikobaby appearing to arrive bang on time. They lift the Medusa up onto the high ground. Oh, Nefrit doesn't have TP. Medusa's stuck there.
They know. At one point, Faceless Void will just time bomb onto the top with the Blood Right. There's the buyback.
F and G with the cookies. They buy back G, but they killed off 4 heroes. One buyback. G is going to have to swap the Medusa out. Do it, G. You're just going to wait for a TP. I guess if G swaps him, then G's stuck there with no TP for 1 minute.
Just waiting to see if they're gonna go on Medusa. Good Chronosphere by Nikobaby. He connected on time, but still a bit lacking on the damage. He needs that MKB. When he gets that item, it's gonna be a different story how much damage they have inside the Chronosphere. Like, they have 4 melee heroes, so they can't really throw in many spells inside the Chronosphere, and he was forced to use Chronosphere on top of his own teammate, so there was no real follow-up. Bloodseeker going for a bit of a different itemization from what we see in this game. He's getting a BKB, so doesn't need to care about any of the spells pretty much, besides the Stone Gaze.
Yeah, we've seen like Greaves, Crimson Guards after the Veil, all sorts of good stuff. BKB Solar Crest. And that solo is going to help them out tremendously, not only on the Faceless Void, but also trying to take Roshan in the coming minutes. Oh, Hanskin nearly connects onto Kunka, kicks him away. Velior considering that hook shot.
Bottom tower is under attack.
That really was a spooky team fight for Alliance, and the decision from Nikobaby to self-chrono his teammates and the enemies while Mortimer's kisses were going.
Okay, I don't think Alliance, sorry Gary, is aware of this. Okay, there's the scan, they know. They're
all coming.
It's not going too well for Extremum. There's the swap. It's the BKB.
And that's BKB. S4 gets away from danger. Now he ruptures up the Medusa, leaving her stranded kind of on the front lines, and G waiting. You can see he's primed and ready with that swap. Roshan at about half HP. Alliance not committing. They do have Chrono though. That's what they're waiting for. A smoke behind the Timbersaw. The immediate smoke by Extremum off to the left as well as the Timber Chain misses. No trees over there, and they're trying to just chip away at the Medusa little by little. These 2 invulnerable targets on the front, and now a hook shot into the back. Hanskin has been found by Velior with kisses onto him. Earthspit's a goner. Blood Right looks decent, but the dodge away from Extremum as the 3-man chrono arrives from Nikobaby. Here we go, baby. Inbound and Nefrit, but the Medusa so tanky there. How about she mantis? Out she runs. Off to the left-hand side, the Stone Gaze going. FNG retreating to the high ground, and that poor little S4 Bloodseeker drops. Alliance lose 2 and buy back 1. Extremum doing very well in his team fight, but do they have enough left in the tank to actually finish off Roshan? Because Alliance are heading into the pit.
Alliance understands we need to somehow manage to catch both Medusa and Venge inside the Chronosphere, because otherwise Medusa will either use Stone Gaze and you need to back off, or there's going to be a swap. Nikobaby inside the pit. They still don't want to go for it.
45 seconds for Venge, 20 for Bloodseeker. Alliance know that they have the upper hand here, and Medusa steps down the ramp. Comes down the stairs, but disarmed now. As Timbersaw toying with him a little bit. The cogs are trapping one inside, but the Skadi slowing Timbersaw down. Velior has overplayed his hand there a little bit, and this opened up Roshan yet again for Alliance.
They're inside the pit. Torrent will connect. There's going to be another boat, yep.
Melojoul thinking about Medusa at half HP, focusing FNG. Rubik's down, but Age is grabbed up by Nikobaby, and now the chase is on. Great Blood Right with a rolling boulder. This zones them out completely. Medusa can't run away. She's got no save. Now the grandma with the cookie in, but Nefrit is slowly but surely being tickled to death by Alliance as they find both of the key core heroes. Pods 1, Pods 2, done for, and Malik. Oh, it's a 3-for.
that was such a great decision making by Alliance. What they need to do, you could see S4 using Rupture 2 times on Medusa. Not the target that you ideally want to go for, but you know, then the Timbersaw comes in, tries to deal any kind of damage to her, while the rest is just doing the road. So that's Nikobaby now holding the Aegis for 5 minutes, and they're chasing. They're gonna set things up with the Orb Scepter.
Yeah, they're trying to go by tier 3 again. Limp has been here before, about 20 minutes ago, and he'll find Velior. Dead for 30 seconds. They glyph and tried to hold on to this tier 3, but the ramp has been breached. Alliance, they want some structural damage. And S4 is even trying to clear out top wave so they can push the tier 2 straight after this mid lane take. Oh, Kunkka, careful.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
We're going to go for a boat on cooldown for 4 seconds, so that's a no. Bloodright, Chakram, kick. Good cookie. The chrono, it does come through onto the Vengeful Spirit. Nikobaby gets the hero that you've been calling that he should target. And he walks back to the low ground.
He got a real good flying clock.
Oh, they spit the clockwork in. He's gone forward onto Limp. But there really isn't follow-through enough from EXTREMUM to take down that tanky Timbersaw.
Okay, they got what they came for. There's tier 3 tower gone, double damage on the bottom. I would love to see any kind of lifesteal on this Faceless Void. Maybe someone buys a Vlad's, or he gets Satanic for himself.
Double damage!
There's a double damage. He's a bit low on mana. I see a lot of mangoes sitting in the base when you have Medusa, and Vengeful Spirit has like 3-4 slots available to just pump those mangoes on Medusa. This is the difference between, you know, tier 1 team and the tier whatever you want to call them.
It's all about the little things. Those mangoes could definitely help out as Clockwork with Malik. Snapfire here to try and handle Hanskin, but that's a 2008 Earth Spirit who's just about managed to buy time here for not only 1 kill, but maybe even 2. The swap back from G gets the Grandma out of danger. And Limp doesn't want to waste his life chasing Vengeful Spirit.
Jesus Christ, the attack speed that you get from Bloodseeker. Blood Rage, you're gonna get 140, and you're gonna get some extra from the Solar Crest. That's extra 80 on top of that. There it is.
Look at him! Faceless Void attacking 3 times a second.
Well, I was talking about any kind of lifesteal. Man finds the perfect item. Paladin Sword.
Oh yeah.
30
seconds till chrono though. So Alliance don't have all of the tools in their arsenal already. But it should be by the time they start knocking on the tier 3 bottom lane. Just to kind of rewind a little bit, a minute ago we did see EXTREMUM kind of make their move like they're doing now towards the Roche pit. And I thought it was a pretty good idea, because usually Dire side would come and play into this triangle, right? To push top, to push mid. But Alliance have kind of dodged that maneuver, not giving EXTREMUM a comeback plan or a preemptive setup around the Medusa.
EXTREMUM needs that MKB on Medusa. She has enough gold to buy it. Aegis, 45 seconds. I think it's a good time for them to try to make stuff happen.
Go and cause a little bit of chaos. Oh, they know where Clockwork is. Nikobaby's seen him. Velior hiding in the trees, but for how long? The Basher's not coming. And yet another defensive hook shot, but in comes Hanskin rolling deep. Limp looking for a target. Velior and Kunkka gonna be the 2 that show themselves as the Magnetizer's there, and well, Velior's done. 6 feet under as the boat lands, and Hanskin will be the trade-off. Good kisses coming from an FND Rubik, though. That's not the Grandma spitting. That's a Rubik. 2-man chrono. Now from Nikobaby, focusing on the Velior Clockwork, who just fought back. The Aegis is about to expire. It's going soon. It's gone now. Nikobaby still regenning and healing up, though, as he takes Null, tanking through the tower, and the Medusa hits to clear out the Kunkka. Grandma. Oh, dearie me. What's happened to you in an old age home now? And Medusa, the last one standing. She is is the final lady. A good game is called. EXTREMUM tap out and Alliance take game 1 pretty damn convincingly.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at these two drafts, you're one.